Once upon a time, in the pixelated glow of early social media, two teen sensations stumbled into a romance that would define a generation's obsession with young love. This is the epic saga of Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, a story of dizzying highs, shattering lows, and a connection the world still can't quit. It all started back in 2009. The world was just getting to know Justin Bieber, a 15-year-old Canadian kid whose YouTube covers shot him to superstardom. Meanwhile, 17-year-old Selena Gomez was the reigning sweetheart of the Disney Channel, transitioning from a wizard on screen to a real-life pop force. Their worlds collided when their managers suggested they meet. Scooter Braun flew Selena out to meet the kid, and as Justin later recalled, she was very sweet about it. Over bagels and awkward teen banter, something sparked. It was innocent, but the internet, always the matchmaker, smelled potential. Before long, Justin tweeted, "I think it's Selena Gomez is so pretty," and with a simple blushing emoji in reply, the ship known as Jelena had officially set sail. The fairy tale really caught fire in the summer of 2010. They were hired for a Vanity Fair photo shoot, meant to showcase young Hollywood. They arrived separately, but the chemistry was electric. Between shots on yachts and playing beach volleyball, they connected over the strange pressures of fame and missing a normal life. "We just clicked," Selena gushed to a magazine later that year. She even admitted their first real date was a low-key bowling night, chaperoned by bodyguards but filled with stolen glances. By the fall, they were official. We saw them holding hands at premieres, Justin serenading her on a yacht in St. Lucia, and Selena cheering him on at his charity basketball games. The world was obsessed. They graced magazine covers, inspired shipper montages. And a kiss on the We Day stage basically broke the early internet. Songs started to immortalize their bliss. At just 18 and 19, they were pop royalty, renting out the entire Staples Center for a private screening of Titanic and taking helicopter dates over the Los Angeles skyline. Their love story was a beacon for believers and Selenators everywhere, but as we all know, fairy tales have their dark chapters. By 2012, the pressures of global superstardom began to take a toll. Justin's believed tour morphed into a wild, party boy phase, filled with controversies and whispers of infidelity. Selena, dealing with her own health battles and the emotional exhaustion of their fishbowl life, tried to brush it off as just growing pains. The cracks, however, were getting too big to ignore. In November 2012, news broke that they had split, officially blaming busy schedules. But everyone knew there was more to it. There were rumors of jealousy and a need for space. What followed was a series of heartbroken social media posts and songs dripping with meaning. Selena's "Come and Get It" was an anthem of sultry independence, while Justin posted cryptic lyrics about heartbreak. It seemed like the end, but this was Jelena. Hope flickered when they were spotted cuddling just a few months later. This kicked off the infamous on-again, off-again tango that would define the next few years. One moment, Justin would call her the love of my life in an interview, and the next, they'd split again amidst his legal troubles and her edgier Spring Breakers era. 2014 was a year of gut-wrenching musical catharsis. Selena released The Heart Wants What It Wants, debuting it with a tearful performance at the AMA Letters. The lyrics were about a love she couldn't escape. On the other side, Justin's Journals EP was a confession, with lyrics suggesting all she ever wanted was love. They yo-yoed through 2015, with dramatic Instagram and follows, surprise makeups on tour, and another final fracture by November. The cycle was dizzying, and it seemed they were trapped in a loop of love and pain. The ghost of Jelena lingered long after they were officially off. The shade and subtle digs were a sport for fans to decode. When Justin started dating Sophia Richie, Selena's infamous comment on his post sent the internet into a frenzy. Then, when Selena was with The Weeknd, Justin just happened to show up at the same restaurant. It was a masterclass in post-breakup drama played out on a global stage. But then, in late 2017, a thaw. The world held its breath as Jelena 3.0 began. They were spotted on cozy hikes, attending church together, and just looking happy. "We're friends, but there's still something," Justin admitted to Billboard. Fans were ecstatic. #JLENA is back trended worldwide. It felt like this time, maybe, it would be different. They were older, wiser, and maybe ready to make it work for good. But the third time was not the charm. By March 2018, the reunion fizzled out. The demands of their careers and personal journeys seemed to clash once again. The end came quietly but with a deafening finality. In May 2018, news broke that Justin had proposed to Hailey Baldwin, just weeks after his last sighting with Selena. The Jolana chapter slammed shut. For Selena, who was recovering from a kidney transplant, this closure was channeled into her powerful #1 hit, Lose You to Love Me. The song and its raw, emotional music video felt like a final, definitive farewell. Justin, a newlywed by September 2018, moved into a new chapter of his life with his album Changes, in the years since. Both have managed to turn the ashes of their past into incredible new empires. Justin, now sober and settled, found stability and happiness with Hailey, welcoming their son, Jack Blues. In August 2024, a beautiful testament to his journey of healing. Selena has thrived, becoming a celebrated actress in Only Murders in the Building and a billionaire mogul with her brand, Rare Beauty. In a beautiful full-circle moment, she found her own happy ending, marrying producer Benny Blanco in September 2025. In an interview, she gushed about her newlywed life, calling him her everything. There's no shade, just growth. As Selena herself said in a 2023 interview, I wish people joy. We've all grown up. So, what made Jolana an immortal internet obsession? Why do TikToks with the #JLENA hashtag have over 20 billion views? It's because it was a raw and filtered chronicle of first love. We saw everything: the innocent Twitter flirts, the stadium serenades, the painful splits, the public reconciliations, and the anthemic goodbyes. They were to kids who fell hard, broke even harder, and ultimately rose from the ashes, all under the relentless glare of the public eye. They showed a generation the messiness of growing up and growing apart. Their story proves that sometimes, the truest love stories aren't about the ending, but about the beautiful wreckage that helps you build something even better for yourself. And in the history of pop culture, Jolana will forever remain the epic breakup we just can't quit. Thanks for watching. If you love diving deep into pop culture history, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories you thought you knew. See you next time.